Hey everybody, it's Lavender Town, and today I'm going to be trying to cutify things that are inherently creepy. So I'm going to do 5 basic movie monsters and try to make them endearing despite the fact that their designs are really only intended to be scary. So I'm starting with the Masked Killer from Scream. This is one of my favorite movie franchises. I haven't seen the TV show yet, but I intend to, and I thought this would be a good one to start off with because it has fairly limited actual design elements. It's really just this big black cloak, a mask, and a knife. So I was trying to figure out how to make this face cute. It's really difficult because it's really creepy. I mean, that long, weird mouth and those like dark, soulless eyes are very creepy. I tried to make him look surprised in a cute way, but that didn't really work. Again, props to the designers of this mask because it is really unsettling and it's really hard to make look cute even if you sort of chibi-fy the design. So basically what I ended up deciding to do was to make it look more like a kid's proportions to make it cuter. I also covered up the hands with these sort of long sleeves because that doesn't look very threatening, I think. And I tried to really emphasize this downturned eye that makes him look sort of sympathetic. And I was going to put cat ears on him, but then I realized that made no sense whatsoever, so I backed off of that. And basically just tried to make him look like he had sort of an insecure little smile on. And I took his knife away because the knife was making him look scary. I also decided to give him a fuzzy cloak instead of just this sort of shiny kind of cloak. And I think that makes him look a little cuddlier as well. Basically, I was just trying to make him look like an Undertale monster or something because I thought that would make him look cuter, sort of inherently. And yeah, just giving him a sort of soft fluffiness instead of this sort of sleek black form I thought would make him look a little bit cuter. And again, I'm trying to make these eyes look sort of insecure instead of whatever they're looking like in the original movie. I thought would give him sort of a softer edge. I also considered giving him like eyes that you can actually see, but then I realized that's getting way too far away from the original design, so I decided not to do that. Next up is the Babadook. This movie actually really scared me, and I loved that the picture book they made with the movie. I'll try not to spoil anything, but basically the Babadook is really scary looking. And so the first thing I knew I was going to have to do was cover up those claw hands. So I thought I would give him some oven mitts like he's just baked us some cookies, and just tried to give him some cuter looking eyes. The sort of fisheye look that he has in the movie is really upsetting, so instead I gave him sort of these Mickey Mouse old style eyes, and just tried to make him look a little bit more like a Dr. Seuss character or something like that. I also made the white patch on his chest into a heart, and yeah, he's got some little cookies for us. Not scary at all. And yeah, the oven mitts got to cover up those claw hands because those are pretty upsetting looking. I decided to have him make chocolate chip cookies because those are delicious and non-frightening. And luckily he doesn't have sharp teeth, he has sort of blunt teeth, so I could easily make that into sort of a cute smile instead of such a scary one. And I just left his top hat because I think that the top hat isn't really too scary, so I thought that was okay to leave on. And in the end, I think he looks pretty non-threatening. He looks sort of like a guy you'd like to invite to your Halloween party. And yeah, I think he's looking not too bad. Next up is the shark from Jaws. I know this isn't technically a horror movie, but I really wanted to do a non-human shaped character. And I know a lot of people are really afraid of sharks. So Jaws doesn't really have a lot of distinguishing characteristics other than being a very large great white shark, but I know that he has some like scars and stuff on him from his previous life experiences, so I decided to give him some band-aids on some of his scars. I thought that would make him look cuter. Also, basically I'm just drawing a cute shark at this point. I actually find sharks pretty endearing. I haven't spent a lot of time in the ocean, so maybe that's why I'm not too scared. Oh, I also gave him braces because I thought that it would give him sort of a more youthful look and make his teeth not seem so scary. I know a lot of people who are afraid of sharks have every right to be. They are quite frightening, but I know that they don't kill that many people actually in a year, and so it's best not to be too afraid because usually they don't attack people anyway. So then I just tried to color him in with one of the blue colors I sampled from the picture and put him in a little ocean bubble and did a little bit of gradients just to give him some depth. And then he's done. I think he's not looking too scary. Now this guy was the hardest challenge of all. Guillermo del Toro knows what he's doing when he's creating monsters, and this guy is pretty upsetting. Basically, he doesn't have he doesn't have eyes on his head. He has eyes on his hands, and he's sort of this like weird bald guy with too much skin and this like really horrifying carved out face. I heard that this design was actually made when one of the people working on it, actually it might have been Guillermo del Toro, lost a ton of weight and was horrified by the loose skin on his body, so that inspired this character design. I tried really hard to make this character not scary, but it seems like everything I did just made it equally scary. I gave him a sweater to cover up his weird skin flaps, and I thought that would make him look a little more cuddly, but honestly I don't know how good I could have done with this one. I also gave him a little cake on the table. He's mostly seen sitting at the table, so I thought that I would draw him that way. And yeah, I really tried to make him look cute. Again, I did sort of this like cartoony eye to try to make him look a little cuter, but it doesn't change the fact that the eye is on his hand instead of on his face, which is really disturbing and creepy. I actually couldn't even finish Pan's Labyrinth because I was super disturbed by it. Actually, the monsters weren't even the most disturbing part. It was all the like real world violence that was happening in it. That is an incredibly haunting movie, and if you can handle that kind of stuff and you're interested in monster design, you should definitely watch it because it's one of the best collection of monster designs I've ever seen. And consequently, like I said, really hard to make this guy look cute. I didn't know what to do other than just like completely change the design. And I didn't want to do that, so basically I just tried to cover him up and cartoonify his face so that we didn't have to actually acknowledge what he really looks like. And the coloring was just kind of whatever. He really is only like fleshy colors in the actual design, so I just gave him sort of a sort of plum colored sweater, and that was about it. I also gave him big blue eyes, but again, there's really nothing I can do. He's too creepy looking. I don't know how to make him look cute. But there you have him. There he is, just staring out of his palms, quite upsettingly. And yeah, anyway, I'm uncomfortable even looking at my cartoon version, so I think I failed pretty hard on making him look endearing. And last but not least is Pennywise from It. I took reference pictures of both the old version of It with Tim Curry and the new version from the movie that just came out, and I'm going to try to make him look cute. So Pennywise is a clown demon, for those of you who haven't seen it. In the more recent one, he's very, very supernatural, and I guess he is in the older version as well, though he doesn't look quite so supernatural. And basically I'm just trying to make a cute clown, which is really hard because clowns, I think part of the phobia about clowns is that they are supposed to look endearing, but then there's just something off about them. So in order to make him look cute, I just tried to make him look as non-threatening as possible. I gave him big cute eyes and this big ruffle around his neck. Both old versions of Pennywise have some kind of ruffly stuff around the neck, so I tried to do that. Yeah, his eyes are still kind of unsettling, I think, but I tried to make his hair sort of cover his big weird head that he has in both versions. In the new version, his head just goes on forever. Like, look at that forehead. It's crazy. So I tried to cover it up a little bit so he doesn't look quite so alien. I also gave him a more retro, cute sort of clown outfit. It still looks pretty similar to the new version because I didn't want to go too off the rails, but basically I tried to shape it more like a little dress. So that it's a bit cuter, and I gave him the big shoes and just generally tried to make him look cute and fluffy rather than you know, super scary. I also gave him his little balloon, and he has a lot of red accents all over his body. He kind of ends up looking like a chibi Ronald McDonald, which is a little bit weird. I took the eye makeup from the old version of the movie because I think it's less scary than the weird lip stuff that goes up to his eyes. Honestly, that design, I don't know how they ever thought that was going to be cute for kids. And I guess it never was supposed to be because he was a demon from the start. But one of the things I like more about the original older design is that he does kind of look like a regular clown, but there's something super upsetting about him. Whereas the new Pennywise is clearly designed to be a horror character from the start, which just makes him less believable as a clown, but I guess that doesn't really matter too much. But anyway, Pennywise is almost done over here. He is looking a bit cuter, but still really unsettling. It's super hard to make a clown look not unsettling because, like I said, the whole basis of a clown is that they're supposed to look trustworthy, but they don't. And so it's kind of hard to pinpoint down what it is exactly that makes them so unsettling and untrustworthy looking. But I tried to make him cute. And with that, we are finished. 5 horror characters made cute, kind of. I tried at least. Who scares you the most out of all the horror movies? Did I make any of them cute, or are they ones that I haven't done in this video? And what are you guys doing for Halloween? That's what I'm wondering, because I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I hope that you guys are going to do something fun and dress up, because it is the best holiday as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I will see you soon in my next video, and have a spooky Halloween. Oh, before you go, my Redbubble actually has been updated with one new design. For those of you who don't know, I have this art kit design that I started off with that you can get in all kinds of t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. But this one is new. A lot of you asked for something related to Unfamiliar or Planchette, so I made this little Planchette sticker that all of you can get if you want, and it just has her eating her favorite food, which is pizza. You can get it in sticker form, or you can also get it as a throw pillow or a tote bag. So if you're interested in any of that, check out the description box for a link to my Redbubble. And if you have any more merch requests, leave a comment below. Thank you to my patrons, including Blep, Code, Ellie Quiznak, Miss Misu, Christy Stewart, Paynamel, Elizabeth Albin, Calpompon, Sergeant Pendulum, Lovely, Lachlan MD, Mystic, Vilka, Enzo Jobert, Yaboy ST, Adrian Delport, JJ, Laura Better, Riley James, Superpixel, Angela Taylor, Hallman Kearney, blah 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 blah, Addie Visual, and @Live Likes to Draw. If you would like to become a patron, there's a link on the end card. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you next week.